Good morning, fellow punters. Clock on the wall says 8:52 a.m. on Thursday morning. A wet Thursday morning. Back at base a little while. Still have the camper van. Have to have a drop back at 10 o'clock. Just have to take the gear out of it that I had for the week. Give it a bit of a spruce up. Last I was talking to you was in Achill Island, or just across the bridge on the mainland a couple of mornings ago. Headed from there to Roscommon and picked up my brother that has the illness now, or sickness, and sister and nephew, and we headed on the Custard Trail to Galway, Connemara. So we headed on to Ballyhonus, Claremorris, Ballinrobe, Cong, Mam Cross, up by Loch Mask, great scenic drive, and went to Kylemore Abbey for a while, and in through Letterfrack, on through into Clifton. We ate the dinner in the Woodfield House Hotel, and lo and behold, there was custard in County Galway with the black, or what was it? It was gorgeous. I'll think of it again. I'll be handing out camper van awards in a week's time when I get settled in. We went on the Sky Road Drive then. I was never on that before. Well worth a visit. To remind you of the Ring of Kerry parts of it. Great stuff altogether. And we backed into Griffin's, and we had a few pints. Met David Griffin. He's very involved with rugby. Knows a good few from the Craigs Rugby Club in Roscommon, and parked up. Went to wait yesterday morning until nearly 9 o'clock to get the breakfast. That's why there was no Wi-Fi available. It was too late then to do this. So I ploughed on to Gort, picked up my aunt in the afternoon. We were in Salt Hill for a while first, and we had a bit to eat with her, and went on a drive then to other cousins in the Galway area. So didn't see much racing. Saw a couple of races that I was interested in. Saw Baez win. That's the third and Grand Little Horse. Got a couple of messages. We got a couple of messages there about the Commons. Now, I encourage people at the start to leave their horses' selections. I also ask people not to comment, especially negative, or ask any questions. But I believe I got a couple of messages there. The kids are at it again. The kids are at it again on the bus. Will you cop on to yourselves? The channel wasn't started for people to be taking swipes at each other. There's enough people at that in life. We've a special thing going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it subtle, calm, and sharing and caring. Otherwise, if you're at it again, and that applies to everybody, I don't care how long you're on the bus, just no negativity and no criticism of other people's selections or where they're getting them from either. It can be coincidence that the people can get them. I often put up selections that other people can put up after. But get out of that habit and stick to it. And there's people only just making mockery, laughing at it. There's the haters, and there's plenty of them watching. They love it when that happens. But keep it tight, keep it close, keep it family. It's all about family, as I experienced the last couple of days, especially when health can let people down. We had a couple of bus horses that won yesterday. I see enthused. I was just looking at the results list, and Go On Tig were an into one the other day. That huge gamble. Be interesting when they get to the bottom of that, what comes out of it. I heard all kinds of rumours as to what went on, but we'll see. That was horse was anyway. But on to today, there's a couple of that I want to. The reason I've done this, and because I have to have the camper van back at 10 o'clock, or there's a fine, is for if your other people want to put up their tips. There's a couple of bus horses running today. That Gambe Veloci, he let us down in Galway, but if you look at, he ran his best races on straight tracks, or straight finishing tracks. Didn't like Galway at all. Was badly drawn on the ground. Was soft. He was 10-1 last night. He's a lightly raced horse. Second in Leopardstown. Ran well on the current, big handicaps. This is lower quality, I thought, today. It's an each-way play. Gambe Veloci. Similarly, in the 440 at in Navan, a horse that the ground went against us last time as well, but on good to what price is that? It's Pale Moonlight. It's 14-1, I think. It let us down. I think it let us down for money, didn't it? I think. Yeah, it was 6. They were paying 5, but the ground went against to soft ground. It's better on its run before that. Good to yielding ground, which is today. It's an each way selection as well. We're paying 5 places. It's 14-1. On to Newcastle tonight. We have our buddy. I'll get to this race first. There's a horse here that caught my eye the last time it ran. It's Parlando. If you look at it, it won first time out for Charlie Appleby, and then it was second in Kimpton. Now that's October of 21 and February of 22. But they kept it in their ownership, and they only sold it at the sales in March this year, and it went for 105,000. It's related half brother to Blowing My Wind, who was a 107 rated horse. But if you look at the video of its run here, he's going to be coming on the right hand side. And Ian Williams owns this horse as well.
Sir Winston towards the left in a black jacket.
He's coming on the very right now.
Extreme left, another investment is last of all. Touching 40 miles an hour as they run downhill for the last 2.5 furlongs. Master Richard in the raw blue, just ahead of Guido. Sir Winston in a black jacket being unleashed. The grey first folio asked for his effort. Parlando on the extreme right. Another investment, pink jacket on the extreme left. Climbing out of the dip, heading now for the last furlong. A lot of chances here. Master Richard, Guido, Parlando, red and white on the sleeves joining them. So too another investment burrowing through against the rail. Heads everywhere. Guido, very plucky. Getting back to the front close home. Guido from Master.
He came violently to the right there. If inexperienced, only ran 3 times. That's an each way selection as well. They're paying 4 places, and he's a 5-1 shot. It's no harm to get him on the bus because I think there's races in him. There is money for that Toast and Wish. I tipped him up before, but it's very in and out. Adrian McGuinness sends a couple over. He actually sends over a more interesting horse, I thought, in the 645 was Half Nuts. You'd probably want to be half nuts to back them in these races, but it's an open race. He sent over a horse there before. But on to the last one. Before I get this up, we have our buddy Alligator Alley. He let us down. Well, he never let us down. He tries his best all the time, but if he got out of the stalls quicker, maybe the last time, he would have won. He only got beaten. Was it a head? But he has won 4 times for a previous. But he has got each way money for us, so he owes us nothing. So a loyalty bet would be back him each way. Now, yeah, he was beaten in the neck. But he has ran twice in Newcastle. Once he was beaten when he was 33-1, when he was £10 higher, raised 102 at the time. But he did run pretty decent to Fine Wine last year. He was 33s as well. But O'Mara's Yard was out a yard at the time. He's down a pound in weight. Now, he's better he'd be better in Wolverhampton or Lingfield at the surface, because there's a bit of softness in the surface there at Newcastle. There's a horse in it that is 2 for 2 at Newcastle. I tipped him up on turf the last year, but he ran terrible. Batal Dubai. But Fine Wine will probably take them along. Rohan is fairly decent as well, but I wouldn't be that confident about Alligator Rally, but as a loyalty bet we could back him each way. and maybe put them in each way multiples if you're doing them with a few of them that I mentioned at big prices there. Batal Dubai is one to watch without a doubt back on this surface. So anyway, I didn't get a chance to look for anything to let. The reason I'm doing a lot of them are up because they were in my tracker, as I didn't look anything fresh that might have come up. If I do spot something during the day or that, but which probably won't happen, I'll put it up. So I'll probably be back tonight with tomorrow's back into the usual routine again if possible, and keep it country. Bash the bookies, over and out.